Hey guys, this is Rockman Rocks from BackStage360. We're here at Palace Casino tonight with a friend of our magazine, Mr. Mick Adams. Mick,
Pleasure to see you again.
listen, anytime we get to see a Stones tribute like this, it's our pleasure, trust me. I guess we'll get right into it. How did you guys pick the Stones of all the other bands out there?
That's a good question. I just kind of fell into it because of a friend of mine, and it just kind of escalated. And when I left that band, I met Vince, the drummer in this band, and we were in three different configurations of Stones bands. And then finally, I just decided, you know what? If we're gonna do this, I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. And Vince and I left and put Mick Adams and the Stones together, and since then it's been just sailing along, man. It's so much fun doing what we do. Oh my God.
Yeah, the last time I saw you was right here at this venue, and I got to tell you, man, it was the whole show, the performance, the lighting, the look, everything was exact.
I guess you could call us a bunch of nitpickers because we're all very into our characters, very into what we're doing. My wife Erin puts together the media show we use and takes care of all the little duckies here, and the whole thing is really, for lack of a better expression, a team effort, man, very much so. And it's a great team. Oh my God.
Yeah, you guys, you guys really seem to be having fun that night.
You know what? Anytime we can do what we do like this, it's fun, trust me. Anytime. It means the world to us, all of us, I'm sure.
Yeah, now you like most other musicians, you guys started out doing other stuff, cover bands, and
Oh yeah, I've done all kinds of stuff through the years. I've sung everything from semi-classical stuff to folk music to rock to funk to you name it. I've pretty much done it, through the years. Really poppy stuff. Oh boy. Yeah, I was in a real pop band, bubblegum band actually. Had a hit song, traveled, did a lot of craziness, and But it's really funny. If someone would have told me back then that I'd be having as much fun doing what I'm doing now, I'd have told them, "Oh, you're full of crap. What, you kidding me?" But here we are, rocking and rolling and acting obscene. That's what it is.
just like the boys.
Heck yeah, man. If you're gonna do it, if I'll put it like this, if you're gonna do it, man, you should really put a lot of thought into it, and get into your character, and sometimes you gotta start at one level and then even kick it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? So it's when you get to that point on stage, especially, there's never a letdown. So when you hit the stage, the way it should be done is you should hit the stage running, grab the audience by the balls in the first minute of the first song. If you can do that, they're yours to take anywhere you want for the rest of the night. It's just that simple.
Yeah, and Mick's been doing it for what, 50 years?
50 plus years. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of doing some shows with them,
Oh my God.
several, and you know what? Every time I'm around that guy, his energy level is off the chain, even when he's off stage.
Oh yeah. Well, he's a quadruple A personality, man.
The guy is a maniac. He runs 5-6 miles a day.
Every chance he gets, yes.
Yeah.
And when he's not doing that, he's doing dance and working out with
Right.
weights and doing this and doing yoga and
Yeah.
oh yeah. He's
When he
something
did
else.
that solo thing years back with his children, my buddy was his guitar player, and I got to kind of interact a little bit. It was exciting.
Oh, I'll bet I'd give my eye teeth to sit down with him for just an hour. Just an hour, just to pick his brain a bit.
Yeah, I was kind of not intimidated, but he had so much press around him already.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't really get into anything like that with him. But we said hi, cordial, and
Yeah.
just chatted a little bit. Pretty cool dude.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Yeah, I was a guest of one of his bandmates. That's how I got in there.
Can you do that again?
If he ever does a solo thing, maybe.
Take a friend?
Yeah.
I'm your Huckleberry. I'm your Huckleberry right now. I'll just go. I'll do it.
I'm your Huckleberry. Isn't that a line from Tombstone?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
One of my favorite movies.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
So, were they your influence as a kid growing up, the Stones, or did you have others?
Well, I had others as well, but the Stones were. It was just the vibe they had, the energy, the kind of attitude towards society and what was going on at the time, and they were the bad boys. The Beatles were the good boys, and the Stones were the bad boys. I like being a bad boy.
Yeah, and the media played on that too.
Oh yeah, of course they did.
Yeah.
And one of the things that's really kind of funny is everybody always says, well, the Stones and the Beatles, they're always at each other. And what? No, that's not the case. They're really good friends.
Mm-hmm.
They would, if one of them had a release date coming up on an album, and let's say it was the Beatles, and they said, well, we're running behind, and the Stones said, well, we're about ready to release. The Beatles say, well, go ahead. We'll follow you in about 6 weeks. And they work back and forth like that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
People have a real misconception about that.
Oh yeah, I think the press is, they built up that whole enemy thing.
Especially the British press. They're They're ruthless.
They're notorious for that.
Oh my God, you have no idea.
Yeah. So, if the fans want to get in touch with you guys, you have a website.
McAdams and the Stones.
.com.
McAdamsandStones.com. They can find us on Facebook as well. McAdams and the Stones on Facebook. We're all over the place. Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, I think we're friends on Instagram.
Reverb Nation, YouTube, you name it, we're out there.
Right. So let me ask you this: who's making the clothes for you guys?
Actually, a lot of the stuff my wife finds, but all the coats I wear on stage, and even like the shirt I'm wearing tonight, we found the shirt. We had the sleeves cut off. We had to alter just a little bit for me, and then she blinged the hell out of it with these crystals, Swarovski crystals, right, all over it. She does that kind of stuff. The hat I'm wearing tonight, hey, you can see this. This is really nice, isn't it?
Oh hell yeah!
This is my Sympathy for the Devil hat for the evening. How's that for a hat, right? She put this all together.
Get a picture of this, man. That thing is great.
Oh, yeah. And look at on the side here. There's a deck of cards. McAdams and the Stones, evil playing cards.
I love it.
But so Erin does that kind of stuff, and then we have an old friend. She used to own a costume shop, and she's also a seamstress. So I probably have a dozen different coats and jackets and stuff that she's made through the years for me that are all replicas.
Yeah, because what I noticed when you were doing certain songs, I went, that's the jacket he had on in the video original on MTV.
Yeah, some of the stuff I mean, all the jackets I have had made are all replica kind of situations. We're doing a show coming up in Carolina, and it's a 1969's theme, okay? And for that show, I'll be wearing like the Omega shirt that Mick wore back in the day, the studded pants, and a replica of the cape that he wore on the Ed Sullivan Show and at Altamont. And I've had all these things made through the years. So the stuff I'll wear tonight, the two coats I'm going to wear tonight, one's a replica of one he wore recently at the Desert concert, and the other was one he only wore overseas in Australia and a couple other places. And the funny thing about that one is the whole ass is cut out of it, and there's 2 panels. So there's Mick again showing off his body, like that he is, there. Hey, here's my bum, man. It's like, but he's got it to show. He might as well flaunt it,
The classic line I remember, he come out on stage, I think it was the Sticky Fingers tour, and he says, "Oh, I broke my zipper. You would want my pants to fall down now, would you?"
And all the women lost their crap. Going,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure we would. Oh, come on, I know that for a fact.
Yeah, you know that. I mean,
Keith's got the best line though I've heard in a while. At one of the recent shows, recent past, he comes out on they're out on stage and he's playing, and there's a mom and her daughter up really close to the stage, and the daughter's, "Oh, I love you, Keith, I love you," and she keeps trying to get his attention, man, and he's playing all. So it's about time for him to do his songs, and there's a slight break, and he hears her. "I love you, Keith, I love you." He looks over and he goes, "Ah, so did your mother and your grandmother. on the microphone. And the whole audience went nuts, you know. But it's true. I mean, how many generations have they touched?
5.
You got that right.
5.
Yeah.
And still going.
And still going, man. It's
Yeah.
amazing to me.
Yeah, I mean the incarnation that they've made the last 25 years just to keep up.
Oh, there. I saw the Bigger Bang tour at Angel Stadium, and largest stage ever erected for a rock concert. That thing was like 6 or 7 stories high and 100 yards from wing to wing.
Right.
2 hours and 20 minutes into the show, Jumpin' Jack Flash, that's the song, in a jog across 100 yards, Mick singing. Jumpin' Jack Flash, and there he goes. I'm like, you bastards, you're killing me.
Yeah.
But
he's in
something
great
else.
shape, man. Oh, he's in
amazing.
great shape. And
He's in better shape now than he was in his 20s or 30s.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, listen, thanks again, bro. I know we kind of invaded your dressing room.
Nah, it's no problem
You
at
know,
all, man. We appreciate it. We
and-
appreciate you guys coming in.
Hey, listen, you know, we love the Stones too. You know, and
Who doesn't love the Stones?
Yeah,
I mean,
you
really,
know.
come on.
Yeah, I mean they're iconic. There's only a handful of bands that've been around as long as that,
That's true.
and they're slowly but surely dying off. And
Except for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Keith's gonna outlive everybody.
Oh, that's a fact. I was in a doctor's office one time, and you know, I have this medical magazine stacked there. And so I'm sitting there and waiting for my appointment. I look over, and the article reads, "Why is Keith Richards still alive?" And I go, I got to read this. So I pick it up. I start reading the doctor's magazine, right? Purely attributed to genetics.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
His grandparents lived into their late 90s. His parents into their late 90s. That guy's going to go on until he decides he doesn't want to go on anymore. So it's just
Right.
that simple with him, you know.
Anything you want to say to the fans?
Oh, just that we appreciate them oh so much, you know. And anyone who hears this or wants to come see the band, check out the website, McAdamsandStones.com. Check us out on Facebook, you know. Friend us. We're friendly most of the time, anyway. We don't bite hard. Anyway.
You're a nibbler. That's for another show.
Yes, yes. But no, that's, and well, the one show that we have coming up after this is the show. That's September 22nd at the Anaheim Hilton, and that's going to be a blast. It's an all-day affair. And before we go on, there's actually a fashion show, and they're leaving the 8-foot wide by 16-foot long catwalk. So guess where I'll be for at least probably half of that show.
On the
You
catwalk.
got it, just like Mick would be.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
gonna be a
all right,
fun
man.
show.
Thanks again.
Oh, it's good talking with you.
Yeah. Always.
Thanks to the crew.
The crew.
That's a crew, all right. That's
It
a
is a
motley
crew.
isn't it?
It is a motley crew. Anyway, this is the Rockman from BackStage360. Thanks again for tuning in. Make sure you get online and check these guys out. They are kick-ass. There's YouTube videos of them doing their thing. Trust me, you'll be impressed. And thanks to Pal Casino for having us out tonight. This is Rockman Rocks. We're signing out.
Good night.